Hi, this is Jeff from the Ozark Mountains. That's in Missouri, in the USA. Well, we're sitting over at the retro kitchen table turned retro computer table, so that can only mean one thing. That's right, it's time for another Ferengi Friday. Ferengi Friday is where we look at the recent acquisitions that have made their way into the workshop. So, grab yourself a nice cup of coffee, or a warrior's drink like prune juice, and let's jump right in. Thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. They do circuit boards of all sizes, small circuit boards, medium circuit boards. They can even assemble them for you. Are you a maker who likes sharing your ideas with other makers? If so, you can submit your articles to the monthly submission for PCBWay and earn coupons and notary titles. Check out the link in the description below. Well, we got us another box in. Let's see what's inside. This looks nicely packaged. A nice sturdy box. Bunch of paper in here. There we go. Item itself in some bubble wrap. We have a hint already of what's inside. And yes, this is not in perfect shape. Let's get a closer look. What do you think? This is the Kyotronic 85, which, you notice, looks a lot like the TRS-80 Model 100 and similar slab top computers. In fact, it's made by the same company, Kyocera, and this is kind of their branded unit. And you can see it's had some replacement keys taken off, another keyboard put on it. We've got some scratches on the plastic cover here, which look like they can be buffed out. It's got some writing on the back. It's missing the battery door. These are the same as the Model 100, so I'm sure I've got one that'll pop on there. And oh, this is notes on how to set that. Some type of note there. And oh, yes, let me get it. There we go. This is kind of a first. This is a PG Design RAM stuck in a KC85, which is kind of a first that I've seen at least. And serial number 488, model number 000132, copyright 1984, patent pending. But no idea what that ROM actually is. Let's see, oh, that's loose. Yeah, I'm not sure what that... Yeah, okay. Those are RAMs. That is a RAM. That is a RAM. So those are the stock RAMs. That is the PG Design. Okay, this must be the serial number label for the PG Design RAM expansion. This says LEXAU, or LEXAU, serial number 11669. Maybe that was the company it belonged to. It's got the same number here. I think this has some directions on using the RAM. Let's get some AA batteries and see if this will work. Okay, I got some batteries here. There might be just a hint of corrosion in the battery compartment, but it's not too bad. Okay. We need that one on. And we need that guy on. And, I recall this from the ad showing that it worked. Ooh, it's got something awfully rattly in there, doesn't it? And it may be the NiCad battery needs time to charge up in there. Yep, all our batteries are in right. So I'll give it some time to charge up and double check the listing, but I'm almost positive this was showing as working, and it's odd the display isn't coming on at all. It's like a complete lack of power, not just a boot up issue. And here's the connectors on the back, same as your Model 100 fare. Some blanking plates on the side. Standard connectors there. So I'll get a screwdriver and take a look inside this, but I went snap this up once I saw it on eBay because these just don't come up very often. It's basically a Model 100 inside, a little different than that, but the same idea, so should be able to get it fixed. It's kind of the last slab top form factor of that series that I did not have because you just don't find them that often. Take a little bit of work and we'll get it whipped into shape. Kind of a biggish box this time, and you can tell where I got it. This has a bit of a rattle to it, so I hope that's nothing broken. There's some loose accessories. Oh no, I scratched the but other than the rattling, it seems okay. So, a Korean airline sticker came into LA. Now this is, it uses the Alps mechanism, which is why I got it. I love all the printer plotters that use that mechanism. This is one I've not seen in the flesh before. Okay, so the paper goes in here, and it looks like there may have been a stand of some type here. Okay, this is the rattler here, so no biggie there. Okay, it's got the little propadoodle there. What I don't know is if this had a, so the roll would have went like that, the roll of paper. I thought maybe this would have had a cover on here, but I'm not sure how the paper would have fit if it did. Power cord, which looks like somebody put a replacement lamp cord end on it. Okay. Yeah, somebody didn't know what they were doing, was messing with this. Okay, that rotates up. There's a little guide right here that the pin pokes through, and that is bent toward the roller, so it's not going to work. It had some paper jammed in here, which was ripped out. There went the... That sounds like a loose pin. I bet that's what that is. So evidently this was made for the MSX type computers. You can see it says Alps right there. This is just a wider carriage version than was used on some things. Yeah. This is all bent out of shape in here, so it's going to take some TLC, but I think we should be able to get it working again. I wish we could get that. Oh, look. It's got a, I don't know if you can see that there. That's a paper out sensor. That's an interesting addition. Okay, I guess we'll have to take the cover off to get that out of there. It's kind of back in this back corner now. Oh, it's a screw. I can see it just in there. So somebody's had a go with this, I would imagine. So I'm not sure if we put a roll of paper on here. Yeah, there wouldn't have been much room for a cover here, but there was some sort of prop that went there. And it's got a regular parallel port interface. And looks like all the exterior screws are in there. Oh, dip switches here. Dip switch setting, 80 column, 40 column, carriage return align feed, JS or ASCII set, dip switch 4 no use. So this may not be too difficult to get going. The only thing would be is what are the character codes for switching colors? Okay, we may do a little refurb video on this in the near future just to see if we can get this moving. You can see somebody scratched out 200 to 240 and wrote 110 in there, so I wonder if they've modified it inside. Somebody brought this back to the USA with them. Now, see, they even spelled color wrong. Okay, I'm just kidding. Spell color however you want. Nice. Okay, well, that'll be fun to work on. Yay, another box from Zenmarket showed up. Goodies from Japan. Let's see what is in here. They always do such a good job at packaging things. Lots of bubbly wrap. Some pocket computer looking things. Big box. A smaller box. More bubbly wrap. And another pocket computer-y looking thing. That's all the goodies. Let's open up these individual packages now. Okay. We have a Casio FX 840p. It is a little dirty and scuffed up, but not in bad nick. The screws are kind of chewed up. And it's missing the port cover here, but not bad overall. I don't recall if this was sold as working or not working. Let's grab some batteries and see what happens. I find on these chewed up screws that a little flat blade screwdriver does better a lot of times. Since I've been getting several of these little pocket computers, I've actually found and ordered in a variety of these small metric screws. These are quite long for the diameter though, so I don't know if I have any of those. Oh, look here. They even draw you a map of where everything goes. Guessing that goes like that. So we have the memory battery, memory backup, and the main power. Let's see if there's anything in here. And this looks like it was designed for an RP8. This might be a stiff enough board though that the RP33 remake would work. Okay. Oh yeah, see that? These batteries do corrode. So get the batteries out. There is a little corrosion in here. I'm going to go ahead and get some alcohol on a Q-tip and clean that up. And I will find a memory battery for here, because sometimes these won't even turn on without that. And we'll see what happens. Okay, we've got a new set of batteries put in there, and we'll try turning it on. Hey, 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 look at that. Darken that up a little for the camera. Excellent. Okay. Oh. The on key works in addition to the power over here. Interesting. Okay, so if this works like other Casios, if we go Shift P1, syntax error. Oh. Do an all reset and then maybe Shift P1. Nope. Okay, what about mode 1? There we go. It's got 35, 36 bytes free. Now, for fun, because I don't know if the RP33 clone will work in here, it may see it as an 8K extension and it like an RP8, and it may not work at all. Just a bit of an experiment. Okay. Wasn't able to get this module working on the 780p, 760, the clamshell type of thing, is the circuit board is flexible enough it can't put up with the pressure from the zebra strip. Okay, so I turn that on and we press reset, and then go mode 1. Look at that, 29648. It sees the whole thing. Super cool. Okay, so we know that the RP33 reproduction module works in the 840p as well. Excellent. So I'll need to clean this up a little bit, but it's fully functioning now. And we can expand the memory to 32K. I took the liberty of extracting the next one from its bubble wrap tomb. See, it's another Casio. It comes with a leatherette wallet. And this is another PB110. It's not functioning, but it looks really, really nice. The other PB110 I have is in rather rough shape. And this one wasn't too expensive, but it was sold as not working. So we'll see if we can get by with just installing some batteries in it. Oh yeah, these have this crumbling foam in here. It does not have the memory expansion in it. Slide that down. There's old batteries from there. Luckily these haven't corroded. Sometimes they do. And conveniently, most of these seem to take the CR2032. But you notice there's no memory backup battery, so when you take out the main batteries, if you don't have a method of mass storage, you lose your programs. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Oops. Yeah, you saw it though. It popped up there. And the contrast knob is here. So pretty dim. It's a little overly dark in person, but probably looks the best on the screen. So if we go mode 1, you see we've got garbage in here. I need to hit the reset button, which looks like it's right here on this one. Now if we go mode 1, there we go. 544 program steps. This is still the style that uses the older 4-bit RAM. So there's one built into the board here, and you can add another one here. So it's like the PB100, but they added in the data bank function, which is kind of odd because there's not that much memory anyhow. But nonetheless, it'll be fun to play with. Just needs a little polishing up. Okay, I already took the bubble wrap off this one. It's a little brownish silver box. If you're familiar with 1980s pocket computer color schemes, you know it's a Sharp. This is a Sharp CE158 serial and parallel interface for the PC-1500 family of computers. So we've got a little discoloration here. These have a NiCad pack built in, which will have to be replaced. These little guys are difficult to find. And I had the Radio Shack version, which does not have the parallel port, but I was looking for one for a friend. We wanted to work on a project together, which we needed the serial port. And finally, a couple of these popped up within a few days on the Japanese Yahoo auctions, and I was able to pick them up. So there's this one, which is just the interface itself, which is fine for me because I already have the metal bracketry from the Radio Shack one. And I've got this box, which I noticed had this little sticker on here with some Japanese writing. So it's one of something. Nicely boxed up. Look at how nicely this is done. Well, I forgot this one came with the computer too. Oh yeah, this was kind of a junky computer. It's a PC-1501. It was a little beat up, missing the battery box lid. But it has the 16K RAM module in it, which is good. So I don't know if this will work or not. We can try it out. Pop some batteries in there real fast. And we also have another RS-232 serial interface module, and this came with a little bracket. Although this may be the bracket for attaching the accessories, not the bracket for attaching this itself. I'll have to get out my other brackets to be sure. You know, it's kind of a complicated thing. It came with these two big metal brackets. There we go. Okay, no, this is, you see these two things here. This goes like this. Yep, okay. Yep. And then the computer goes like this. Okay, that is the computer mounting bracket. I imagine they did that because of this big 50-way plug here to keep everything lined up so you didn't do this number and break it. Just for the heck of it, I'll go grab some batteries and we'll pop in here to see if this thing magically works. The interface, though, was the big find on this. Hey, how about that? I put new batteries in it and got something on the screen. Oh yeah, this one didn't have contrast adjustment. It's got a fancy power supply type of thing, and it's supposed to adjust that. It does have an all reset here on the back. And what happened there? Well, that's curious. I pressed reset and it quit working. Huh. So do 0 to reset it. Okay. Well, it's working. It locking up when it's reset is kind of odd. It shouldn't do that. But it does. That's kind of bizarre. There's some evidence of some battery corrosion here. Yep. I replaced the battery and it comes on. Well, it comes on after turning it off, so I'm not sure what the reset's doing. Maybe it indicates an issue with the reset circuit. But, so this is mostly working. That's a good bonus. Just needs a little TLC and a battery door. Oops, you can't see that. A battery door. But even the 16K module is, if you try to buy those individually, they're kind of expensive. So it's probably worth buying this somewhat junky PC 1501. These are in the US. These were sold as the 1500A. So, excellent. It's got something rattling inside. Well, thanks for joining in and joining us for this episode of Ferengi Fridays. Thanks to everyone who helps support the Hey Birt channel through Patreon and other means. It's greatly appreciated. There's some more information about that in that description down there below. If you have any questions or comments, well, just leave them in that comment section down there below. I would love to hear from you. And remember, the 256th rule of acquisition clearly states that investments in vintage computers will always go up in value by a power of 2. Well, until next time, bye.